All right, so 4 times around the earth. According to the Cleveland Clinic, that is about the average a person will walk in their lifetime. Now, given that information, it's not as surprising that 3/4 of the human population injures their ankle sometime in their life. Now, today I'm going to show you how to properly tape an injured ankle. Now, this information is important to you guys because at some time in your life, if you haven't already, you'll probably injure your ankle, and it's good to know how to properly take care of that ankle. Now, I started playing sports when I was about 3, and I found out that I have really weak ankles, so I have sprained and injured my ankles multiple times, and it got so bad that I decided that I would start taping my ankles, and that really helped. So today I'm going to demonstrate how to tape an ankle from the preparation that you need to the actual process of taping and to the final touches. So before we start taping, we're going to talk a little bit about the prep work. So first, you're going to want to wrap your ankle and a portion of your leg with pre-wrap. Now the purpose of this is just to create a barrier between the skin and this tape, because I personally know that ripping tape directly off your skin is usually pretty painful and not fun. So what you're going to do is you're first going to take the pre-wrap and start at about mid-calf, which is right about here. So you're going to tape it wrap it in a circular motion, and you really want to keep the pre-wrap as smooth as possible and to cover the entire surface of the leg, because if you have holes or wrinkles, you'll probably get blisters from that. Once you get down to the ankle where I am right now, you're going to go in a figure 8 motion just around the ankle to make sure you cover the entire surface. So it's going to look kind of like this. And you're going to do this 2 to 3 times. I'm just going to do twice. So once you get done with that, you're just going to continue taping all the way down to the lace pads, which is just right here on the foot. So once you're done with that, we're going to move on to taping now. There are 4 major steps in the process of taping. The first one is you're going to make angled top strips, which are just strips that are going to go from the shin, behind the leg, back up to the shin, right at the mid-calf. Now, like the name says, they're going to be angled just to help support right here, and it's going to put pressure down so that it's going to restrict the blood flow to your ankle, and it's going to help protect it. So like it says, it's going to be angled slightly upwards, so I'm going to start here right on the shin bone, come back to the shin bone, still angled, and just tape it right there. Now I like to do 2 to 3 of these just to make sure everything is secure, but today I'm just going to do 2. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to do what's called a horseshoe. And if you guys know what a horseshoe is, it's kind of shaped like a U. That's the shape that you want it to be, and it's going to start on that ankle. So you're going to come down to right about here in between the heel and the ankle bone. You're going to take the tape and you're going to pull it back behind the foot, straight to the other ankle. You do this 2 to 3 times, and what it's going to do is it's really going to support the ankle so that if it moves side to side, it won't roll over, and that's when you hurt your ankle. It restricts the motion that you can do. So I'll just do one more. Alright, the third thing you're going to do is called a stirrup. You're going to do 3 of these. And if you know what a horse stirrup is, like in a saddle, it's kind of a long U shape that you put your foot in. That's exactly what you're going to do on this foot. You're going to start up at the mid-calf where you have your pre-wrap. You're going to tape it there, and you're going to bring it down past the ankle bone and underneath the foot. Just like this. And you're going to go right back up to the other side on the outside of the foot. That is also going to help stabilize the ankle just like these horseshoes did. Bring it down. Alright, so the fourth and last step of this is we're going to do what's called a heel lock. Now this step is probably the most complicated out of these, but it's also one of the most important because it really gets all the way around the ankle and supports it from all directions. So how you're going to start is you're going to start on the outside of the ankle, just above the ankle bone, which is right here. So you're going to tape it right here. You're going to take the tape and go across the top of the foot to the inside ankle bone, like so. When you get there, we're going to kind of make an S shape behind the foot. Pull your toe up. So we're going to go back across the heel, under the heel, and back up to the inside of the foot. Now what we're going to do is we're going to trace the line that you made up here on the top of the foot. So you're going to bring the tape up, back to the outside of the foot. And then one more time we're going to make that S shape, but we're going to do it in reverse. So we're going to start on the back of the heel, go underneath the foot, back to the outside of the foot. The last thing we're going to do here is we're going to make a full circle behind the heel and back to the top of the foot. So we're going to come from the outside to the inside, back behind, and back up top. That's one. Usually we do 3 to 4 of these just to make sure that you're super tight up all around here. And then, but since it takes a little bit, I'm only going to do one. Now that we've finished the process of actually taping, we're going to do the final touches. Now for the final touches, we do what's called a cover layer. You're going to do an even layer from your mid-ankle all the way down to the toe or the tip of the ear. Now this is not required to do, but it's preferred by many people, including myself, because I found that doing this will really give extra support everywhere on the foot, but it also helps the previous tape that you've put on stay there for a long amount of time. So these strips that we're going to do here, they're very similar to the angled top strips that we did before, except they're not going to be angled. So we're going to start at the top of the shin, go all the way around the back of the leg, come back, just like that. Now this also takes quite a while of time, so I'm only going to take a portion of the leg just so I can conserve time. So when you get done, it's going to look something like this, except it's going to come all the way down right here. Alright, so once you're done with your cover layer, then you finally finish taping your ankle. So in these past few minutes, I've taught you how to tape an injured ankle from the preparation to the actual process of taping to the cover layer and the final touches. Now, hopefully, in the 4 times that you guys walk around the earth, if you ever injure your ankle, hopefully you now know how to properly take care of it. Thank you.